Hi, in this video I'm going to be talking about the beautiful city of Vancouver, British Columbia. It is a culturally diverse place, known for its natural beauty, but at the same time, it does definitely have some downsides. Stay tuned, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 pros and cons of living in this city, and ultimately determine if it's the right place for you. Hey, my name is Wanbei. I make weekly videos all about living in Vancouver and its surrounding areas, just like this video. So if you're considering a move to Vancouver, don't hesitate to shoot me an email linked in the description below. Now let's jump right into the first cons of living in Vancouver. And the number one for a vast majority of the people is the extremely high cost of housing. Home ownership is out of reach for many families, and the rent is not cheap at all either, making it so much more difficult to save any amount of money at the end of the month. A one-bedroom condo in Vancouver will cost you on average about $620,000, and for 2 bedrooms, $970,000. If you have a growing family or just want more space, a 3-bedroom townhouse will cost you about $1.35 million. And if you're looking at detached single-family homes just like these, you're looking at about $2.4 million. Yeah, $2.4 million. Pocket change, right? As you can see, housing is incredibly expensive in Vancouver, though you can find several other areas nearby that could be a better fit for you, not just in price, but the lifestyle as well. I will be making future videos on the different neighborhoods in Metro Vancouver, so stay tuned. Now number 2 closely relates to number 1, which is the high cost of living and expenses. Basically, everything is expensive, from gas, groceries, insurance, and more. Vancouver's cost of living tends to be higher than many of the other major cities. Numbeo.com found that on average, a single person spends about $3,800 per month or $45,000 per year on everyday expenses, with the average net salary in Vancouver being just over $4,700 per month or $57,000 per year. That leaves less than $1,000 per month to spend on other expenses that come up in life, such as travel, savings, investments, and debt repayments. As you can see, because of these high expenses, it is important for you to determine if it's worth the high price tag for what Vancouver has to offer. And for me, it is well worth it. Number 3 is the rain, and there is a reason why I specifically mentioned the rain and not the weather. Because Vancouver, in my opinion, has one of the best weathers in Canada. Rather mild winters and summers compared to the other parts of Canada, such as Manitoba, Quebec, Toronto, and etc. One thing for sure though is that Vancouver is called Raincouver quite often for a good reason. It rains 170 days per year on average, which is almost half the year. So make sure to pack your raincoats and rain boots because you'll definitely need it. Number 4 is the traffic. Vancouver has been known for our terrible traffic for a while now, and I can definitely say our traffic jams definitely can be bad during rush hours, but other than that, this reputation might be slightly exaggerated in my opinion. And lastly, number 5, the public transit. This really has mixed emotions when I mention it as a con. It seems that there are several complaints on the reliability regarding Vancouver's public transit for things like buses being late or sometimes not showing up, busy SkyTrains during rush hours, and etc. But they all seem to be more of an annoyance at times rather than a serious con. On to the pros of living in Vancouver. There's so many to talk about, but I'll narrow it down to my personal top 5. Number 1, which is my favorite, is the diversity of culture. Vancouver has been one of the top destinations for migrants from all across the world for reasons I'll mention shortly, including quality of life, education, job opportunities, weather, safety, and more. Now number 2 that closely relates to number 1 is the quality and the variety of the food scene. Because of such multiculturalism, we have a huge variety of authentic food that is top-notch quality. For example, some of my favorite cuisines that I enjoy quite often are Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese, Persian, and Indian, but the list goes on and on. Number 3 is nature. British Columbia offers some of the best playgrounds nature has to offer in the entire world. Number 4 is safety. Vancouver is generally known to be a very safe place to live in, and I can agree with that with my 15 years of living in Vancouver and several surrounding cities. The most common crime here is petty theft, such as car break-ins, which has happened to me one time, but it is still not that common. The rate for violent crimes is rather low in comparison to other major cities, and the chances of you being a victim to a major crime is low, which plays a big part in why Vancouver is consistently ranked as one of the most livable places in the world. Lastly, for number 5 of the pros is going to be education. British Columbia has the best rated school system in all of Canada and is one of the top reasons why new migrants and international students are choosing Vancouver as their destination. Public schooling is free for Canadian citizens and permanent residents. It is a great option for most students from elementary all the way to high school. If you're considering private schools for your children, Vancouver has many world-renowned private schools such as York House, Crofton, Vancouver College, St. George's, just to name a few. For universities and colleges, you also get a quality variety to choose from, including UBC, where I am right now, which consistently ranks as a top 50 university in the world and top 3 in all of Canada. So those are the top 5 pros and cons of living in Vancouver, British Columbia. So what did you think? Are you still considering a move to Vancouver yourself? I'd love to help you as your Vancouver resource/realtor. So give me a call or shoot me an email with my contact info in the description. To learn more about living in Vancouver, I've already made some helpful videos on my channel, so check these out and subscribe to see more in the future. Thanks for watching.
Hello.